Sup nerds? Here we are trying to fill out the Stip Bingo card. In this one, we need to play Demons of Chaos with the generic Fire Lord and all fire units. We've lost 3 times trying to do this. It's a pretty hard stip, actually. Mostly because the Lord is so bad. And also because the roster with fire units is pretty linear. I've been feeling the absence of Cav. Like, you really want some Cav to win most games. Just not having any makes it a little bit of a struggle. Oh no! Chorfs! Ah, God. They have all fire resist. You know what? I think we have some other. Here's what we're gonna do. It's just we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that against a faction where it just isn't going to work, like chorfs or Zinj. So we have multiple stips, and we're going to do all mobility instead, which can work. So we go like Lash, Acquiesce, Rapture. And then we want to, it's kind of interesting. On this map, I'm just thinking about what our play is. Against the chorfs, I kind of want to just have like a big, powerful rush, but we need a little bit more stuff to pressure trains. And we also need something to get through the guns on the initial approach. Maybe what we'll do is poke him with this guy and then send it into melee, and this can be like part of our initial front line. And then we want like... I guess we just double grinder and we poke. Build up. Our front line is going to be Plague Toads. And then we collapse. The Plague Drones, I think, just got a mass buff. Yeah, they did. That's cool. So that's at least interesting. And we need something to... We need enough... we need enough actual like base units to take out infantry. And we need something for his trains, which I think this duo should probably do okay at that role. Thinking. I haven't been in love with the regular Seekers. But they are, if you micro them really well, they can do work. We'll take 1 chariot to go roll through some inf. And then we got frogs, seekers, a heart seeker, 1 fiend. That seems fine. Throw in a few more fiends. Oh, they just buffed this guy, didn't they? Interesting. Yeah, we'll go to shot, sure. This feels in the spirit of the stip. Much mobility. Oh, they buffed... did these get another -50? Let's try it. Okay, yeah. I can see winning with this. Let's give it a shot. This is the all stips are hard. Like, the difference between some mobility and all mobility is pretty significant. When you have all mobility, not being able to take like a couple kite elements from ranged div or any infantry to deal with their spears and such certainly makes it harder. Let's see what he's gone for. So he went pretty wide. It looks like our opponent is playing kind of like a conventional chorf push, which we'll have trouble with unless we get like a really solid engage. So we want to get some good poke out the gate, probably hide these guys for a little while, and then try to swing them around the flank when the time is right. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Rivet. And then maybe we'll see if he goes and boxes top or not. If he goes bot, we can probably do like a surround. If he goes top, we're going to have to play a points game, probably. Actually, I think we don't hide these. I think we try to triple cap. So wherever he hasn't gone, we're going to try to capture really early, because with these really mobile builds, it's pretty difficult to like fully kill his army. What we're going to need to do in most situations is get a points lead at some point in the game and then like grind it out on the points. So we'll see what he allows us to do. This guy is really cool. He Caress hits like very hard. He's got devastating flanker, okay charge bonus, good anti-large. Actually kind of decent stats, like armor and a shield are nothing. And then he can spam the Slanesh lore passive, which is very powerful. So all around kind of a fun, good unit. Okay. So we've got Zatan, Withering, interesting, Snare. Okay. He's got a pretty full kit, and then some Hobgoblin Archers for us to contend with, which are actually a great target for the Noxbringer. So we run up, we get the points. We're going to start yeeting some explosives over here. He's got a damage. Man, he took a lot of spells. That is a lot of spells. More spells than is advisable, I would say. Okay. And this actually seems like a pretty decent game for the Golden Griffin, because he's got that big pile of archers hanging out in back, which makes it pretty effective if we can get in there with a Terror SE and just like route stuff like crazy. Get this out of there. Keep taking some pot shots. And we're basically just going to set up for a big collapse here at some point, but there's really no rush. The way these armies are set up, the more time elapses, the better it is for us. Because we've got poke advantage right now, and we're holding enough points that he's not really getting much of a points lead. Okay, get this guy out, send him in. And we're going to try to abuse his shield to the extent that we can. Interesting. Okay, so he's got some cav now. We really want to just get like a healthy amount of poke damage in here. He's begun to dodge, which is acceptable. Okay, so now we need to go. He's like starting to counter poke us effectively. So we'll send these in. We'll look for a hole in the side. And now it's Cav City. We're basically just summoning Cav for the rest of the game. We'll attempt to use our SEs to screen on the approach. Get the Slanesh lore passive, and it's a pretty short window passive. We don't want these guys getting shot. And we want to tie up the archer backline, since that's what really threatens us here. We can take the Lord fight if he gives it to us. Cast a spell to proc the passive. Run in there, try to get a terror source, route. Let's drop some spells. Okay, this is not looking too bad, to be honest. I'm glad we switched stips because we were not going to be able to beat chorfs with the all-fire army. Fire resist faction versus all-fire army is not what you're hoping for, really. We got a bombardment. Yeah, drop it there. Okay, he's just running with Zatan, so instead of chasing indefinitely, we'll try to drop in here and get a Terror Bomb off. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Okay, so all Cav for Bob. Seems like we're probably going to be able to take it home. Oh man, he did really good damage to our our Seekers there. The Seekers are not the best post nerfs. They used to be like so crazy, but they feel a lot more manageable now. If we can, we will beat up Unzatan. And it looks like we probably can. He landed. Yes, good. 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 Fuck him up, boys. Yeah, sure, we'll go for the slow. Try to get some reinforcement there for those guys. They're not fighting solo. Nerf his melee defense. And we are interested in getting some points here. So we put him under better time pressure. Kind of like to get some sturdy cap like the Nurgle Rar out. And we're not going to infinite chase here because he's kind of got the speed and the abilities to get out if we do that. Instead, we're going to capitalize on this lead and try to terror out a bunch of the goblins and cap these points so that we can put it on a bit of a timer. Try to get a point blank shot there, get a rear charge, terror out some stuff. Run over there. Oh, he's coming back in. Okay, we'll take that. Run in there. Reduce melee to get the Slanesh passive. Try to kill his lord. Screen the Skirm Cav. Another cast to get Slanesh passive. Just try to get a quick bombardment off. This is looking pretty good. Don't mind that. The Seekers need to get out of there. Yeah, the Seekers are really not doing great. But the other stuff is, so it's fine. He could definitely get back in this game if we play really sloppy. Just because we have these like expensive, fragile units. Doc can be pretty far ahead and still find itself losing the game. But he would need to like pick off our SEs or something. The Golden Griffin actually has been impressing me here. It's not getting damaged really. Terror routing, good. This stip's working out. Send those in. Send the Griffin in. Get some terror routes with our Lord. Run this over. Yeah, we definitely do need to get capture weight on these points. And we'll have to counter that. I guess we'll summon the Rar dog. Clear out the chaff. Now we're going to actually sit on the points because we need to capture these yesterday. And then we should be able to close out pretty reliably after that. Let's get some frogs over there. Grab some stuff over here. And then we'll use our Lord to chase stuff while the things that have cap weight that are not our non-flyers go back to the points and take those. Good. Interested to see how the Seekers did this game, since this unit's been struggling for me. They're still like kind of in the old Seeker role where they're like glass cannony. Like sometimes they clean house, because they can kill things really fast, and sometimes they just get absolutely dunked because they're so squishy. All right, we've got mid. Good, good. Set our lord over there. Get this guy in here and start shooting some stuff. Can run these out. I don't think the skirm cap are going to be able to capture this point realistically. And if he lets us, we will get in here and corn buff these. Depends if he holds still for long enough. Yep, okay. Take the corn buff, cast it. That'll probably kill his lord, and there we go. All right, one step down. That is the all mobility. We can go back to the dreaded fire stiff next. Fire stiff, worst stiff ever. The dreaded impossible stiff. So these units all kind of traded down on value, but I think that's because we were terror routing so much stuff, and the Noblar spam definitely not doing so good against all mobility. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. See you later, nerds.